all areas adjacent. Throw your dubs up. The only hip hop show. You heard?
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are the only hip hop show. My name is LaRon Pierce. We got Fine Ass KK and Aisha Nubian. Our special guest is F.Y.I. in the building. Talk to me, y'all. What's going on, F.Y.I.? Welcome to the show.
Check. Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Y'all can hear me? Okay. I'm sorry. Just trying to figure it out. Yeah. Bounze Houze out now.
All right. Let's get into it, man. So, how's your night been going, man? It's been
going good. You know what I mean? I'm excited to be here on the Only Hip Hop Show. Thank you, ladies, for having me here. Thank you, LeBron, for having me here. Shameless plug. Bounze Houze out now. Yeah, no, it's a blessing. With everything going on, just to be able to still move and groove in the city and get things in, and then obviously we made this particular move before everything happened. So for y'all to just to be able to for us to all just be able to do it, that's dope, So
okay, so before we go here, let's take it back.
Yeah.
Let's take it back. Because I know LP said you've been here before.
I was here in 2016. I had a project out called F.Y.I. Invented Green. So I was here then. It wasn't this studio. It was a different studio. But I was on the Only Hip Hop Show then. Yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been
rapping?
Yeah. Or what? Do you get offended when people say you're a rapper, or are you like, I'm an artist?
Yeah.
Or like how?
No, I understand. It's a lot. I'm just trying to make sure, because I don't hear myself in the mic. I want to make sure my mic is on.
You're good and loud and clear.
Y'all can hear me okay. I'm just making sure, because I can't really hear myself. So
I think that's mine. No, that's okay.
It's on? Okay.
I think so.
You hear
If
it
you
now?
can turn up the volume from the side.
Yeah. I got yours, Aisha.
Anyways,
okay.
I got it.
I think that's mine, because you sounding real empty. Mine.
All right, never mind.
We in there though. What you say?
No, I consider myself a hip hop artist, a rapper, a lyricist, all those things.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's whatever people want to put you in the box to do.
Yes.
They can put you in the box, but for me, I know what I do.
Okay.
Right. But I don't like to shy away from the tag of being a rapper. There's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're supposed to do.
Right.
I mean, it's a lot of melodies and a lot of other things going on, but at the end of the day, I'm on the Only Hip Hop Show, not the only R&B show,
I see.
Artist show.
I see. So how long has it been? How long have you been doing?
Show.
I guess I'll say, how long have you been doing what you do? For instance.
Oh yeah, it's been for a minute. I started my solo career like in 2012, and then prior to that, I was in a group called Those Chosen. So yeah, I've been doing it.
Is that where Psalms came from?
No. My name is F.Y.I.
So for your information?
No, it's kind of more like for your inspiration.
Oh, I like that.
But there's even more of a backstory. I used to go by Foreshadow. So Foreshadow was like too lyrical, miracle, spiritual. So then I was like, I always knew in the back of my mind I wanted to shorten it and kind of make it more brandable. Yeah. So I was like, well, what can I do? So I was like, Foreshadow, Yahweh. Yahweh is
God.
Is God. It's Hebrew for God included. So I was just trying to say, like, God's always with me. So FY. But the FY Psalms is just, that's just my social media handle, because, to get Twitter /FY is kind of, you probably ain't gonna be able to get it anyway. So
right.
Psalms is, that's Hebrew for songs, and the Psalms, for the Bible is just ill. It really goes into every emotion, and that's kind of my music.
It touches spiritual?
On everything. Huh?
Are you very spiritual?
I am spiritual. I am. I do believe in God, so that leaks out into my music, because that's just who I am. But hip hop's my thing.
Now we often talk about. Well, in the past we've talked. I always try to promote to the guests to speak positive, right? And they always laugh. They never say they wouldn't make a positive song. Yeah. But I have gotten pushback, like, okay, but that song's probably not going to do well. So would you agree with that? Do you feel like if you are pushing positive music that
Yeah.
it'll do well, or how has it been with you? With
Hold
your
on, she sneezed.
I know.
Don't do me like that.
friend here? Let's get come on, friend.
I'm playing. Look, hold on. We got
First of all,
we got
I
this.
did the
Come
little
on,
thing.
trying time.
Oh my goodness! You see how these people
Do you want
doing?
some? Just
Come on.
I'm playing. We just had to.
It's trying times.
We
You
ain't
can't
gonna
be
do that no
sneezing.
more. I had to get that in one time though. One
You
time.
can't be-
Anyway, so you were saying like to do positive music.
What you doing positive music? How?
Yeah.
What has the outcome been like?
So I mean, honestly, to be a buck, I wouldn't say that my music. A lot of people that do that type of music would put my music in the category of positive. It's just for the most part, I'm not talking about shooting 1,000 niggas or selling dope. So if I'm not really talking about that, I guess you would say it's positive because it has a conscious level outside of that. But I mean, that's a nuanced discussion because for me as an artist, I never want to be someone that's pigeonholed to being any one thing because me as an artist, I feel like it's my duty, it's my job to try to talk about all the range and motions as a human.
Right.
So that's kind of my thing. If you go to my social media, you'll see me say #human, HUEMAN, hue meaning a color, because I'm really trying to say that people are multifaceted, they're multidimensional, they're not really just one way. And music is really just emotions to noise or instruments. So a lot of times music is not always, for me, you can hit it from a lot of angles. It doesn't always have to, it's going to touch you and tap into you. So, but I mean, in short, I think my music is a lot different from a lot of people's stuff out there. And no, I'm not afraid to shy into what they would quote unquote call positive because we need a yin and a yang. We need a balance.
Yes,
you feel
we
what
need
I'm
a
saying?
balance.
So,
Agreed.
but Bounce House, I mean, there's cussing on it and all types of stuff on the record. So, like I said, it's not something that maybe like Fred Hammond would probably be bumping. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time,
Kendrick Lamar will.
Yeah, he
Lupe
would.
Fiasco probably.
He would.
I'm getting those vibes.
Yeah,
I'm
he
getting
would.
those vibes too. I am.
He
Who are
would.
some of your inspirations?
My inspiration, man, there's so many because I love a lot of artists, but
Top
I would
5.
say top 5 would have to be Nas, not necessarily in no order, but just Nas, Common, Stickman from Dead Prez, he slept on.
Yeah, I'm right.
Q-Tip,
I like you.
yeah, like top 5, Pop, Biggie, it's a lot, you know what I'm saying? But those Andre 3000, it's a lot. You know
Did
what
you
I'm
like the old Kanye West?
I like the new Kanye West.
I like the new Kanye.
I did too. I actually like the
Kanye
new
West a
one.
lot.
Yeah, I like both, so it doesn't matter. He's doing what he's supposed to do as an artist. So
Can you explain this cover? Why do you have lions in the
It's
black?
yeah,
cover.
so Bounce House, everybody. I want y'all to get that. I brought this for the Only Hip Hop Show too. I'll sign it for y'all.
Thank you. That's nice.
Yeah,
dope.
we
That's
debuting it.
official.
We
That's what's
debuting it. The Only Hip Hop Show. We debuting Bounce House here because I don't know if
Hey.
anybody's heard it yet. But yeah, no. So the artwork, you know, my artwork, I always try to make an artistic statement. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's no shade, but I just ain't trying to be standing in front of a car like with a chick and
Right,
a
the
chain.
typical-
That's just not me. Like I said, no shade. But
Right.
with Bounce House, you know, the whole concept for me was up tempo, fun. You know, so a lot of my music, I would say the other projects have been conceptual in a sense, but sometimes I would say kind of shifted into subject matter that might have, quote unquote, is more heavy. But this time I really wanted to do something like my mindset before I dropped this record at the beginning of this year, because this came out in January, was I wanted to do something up tempo. I wanted to do something that actually was going to speak more to ladies that like hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And get into that. But it be bars still, and it could be something you could rock to. So it's not a whole lot of like, it's no R&B rap. It's bars. But it's like, oh, he's spitting bars and it's hip hop and it's something that, you know, for the most part, I could say the female ear would be tickled by.
That's a good one.
Stimulated by. Yeah, so
That's a
Bounze,
good one.
yeah. And then the thing about it too, this was a great project for me because I was able to do a short film with this.
How was that?
So I was, trying to get my little acting on and
Yes,
everything. Just
not
do the
little. We taking that out of our
Okay, I'm sorry.
vocabulary.
We don't say
I was
little
getting
at the
my
Only
acting
Hip Hop.
on.
I was getting my acting on,
Period.
Yeah, period, point blank, you know what I'm saying? Humble brag. And that was it. Just what I wanted to do was make something purely visual for the album. The music is visual. When you listen to the music, you're going to be able to get into the music and it's visual, but I wanted to give an exclusive extra layer with the short film and something like where people could tap in if they buy the album or buy merch, then they would be able to get the short film. So it's exclusive. It's not on YouTube right now. It's not on any other platform. I send you that link directly after you have said, I invest in what you're doing. I like what you're doing, F.Y.I, not F.Y.I songs, and I'm messing with you.
That's
I'm
dope.
fucking
How
with
did you get into? How did you come up with that? Whose idea was that? Do you have like a marketing team, or was that something that you thought of, as far as them receiving the link personally from you? and the whole package?
I talked to the team, but it's really just I think this day and age as an indie artist, it's important.
Yeah.
It's important to
It is.
To
engage
engage
and think of different ways. So, instead of just doing the same old, yo, check me out. Check me out.
Yeah.
Check
Follow me on
out.
Instagram.
Follow me.
Yeah.
I was like, and my fan base is starting to grow a little bit.
Yeah.
People starting to see me, recognize me a little bit. I wanted to give them something different and do the short film. So, matter of fact, close to this studio in January, I had an album release party, and everyone that came, they was able to see the short film just as like, you came out, blah, blah, blah.
Token of
that's what's
appreciation.
up.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But moving forward, I want to be clear to everybody else out there, you got to buy merch or music,
No,
and
really.
you will get that.
Support our
Real,
black
real,
people.
real, like that.
No, for real.
Yeah, but also too, as an artist, I just don't want to be bored. Like,
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? Like making songs, making records is fun. It's great. But as far as like just trying to push myself as an artist as far as I can go, like what else could I do other than just make records? Maybe I could put a short film together. It was something that I've been wanting to do for a while, was put that short film together.
What are some other things besides the short film that you told us about, and the music that you're into? Like, are you into real estate or anything like that? Because it always surprises me how many layers a person has.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would say, I'm always trying to be a businessman. I think the first and foremost thing with F.Y.I and me as an artist and is really just trying to push the music. And I think, I think there's some silver linings and some blessings in this time frame, because I think people have a chance to kind of slow down. And then you realize that really this is an equalizer for a lot of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you go to whoever your favorite who's who, they at home too eating cereal and a cup of noodles. So that can't be, you know what I mean? That's not really the play. Like, okay, so even if you got all the money in the world and goo gobs, when something larger than you says that's it. So with me, I kind of, one of the things that I like to do with F.Y.I and the music is F.Y.I is always trying to push, let's get back to the music. I think there's so many different distractions with the links. Technology, we use technology. Technology shouldn't be using us.
Right.
And so
That's a good one.
you know what I mean? So for me, I'm just more of like pushing the music, let that be the forefront. For me as an artist, a lot of people are still discovering me. So that's what I want to be on first and foremost before I really start, delving in or pushing other things outside of that. Because I'm definitely a people person more than a product person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I feel you.
Do you believe in plan Bs?
Do I believe in plan
Do you
B?
feel like you should have a plan A, stick to it, and just write it out? Or do you feel like, should I have a backup plan?
Because in case plan A don't work
Right.
in
out,
case plan A doesn't work out? I think once you start thinking like that, then
you already failed, friend.
yeah, it's done.
Period. There is no
I
such
had to
thing as
ask
a plan B.
that. I had to ask that.
And this takes time to curate and to do things. It takes time.
Yeah.
So,
Yes.
and it's it's a love too. It's a passion.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It's hip hop. So hip hop's came so far. Only hip hop show, indie hip hop, or just hip hop making your way in different ways. It's came so far. So you just, you know what I mean, you just gotta keep stretching yourself, keep pushing, keep putting out good vibes.
So back in because you said, did you say you started in 2012?
About 2012.
Did you
did started going solo? Yeah.
Solo. Okay, so when you originally got into the game, the game, was being an independent artist always the forefront of the goal, or were you like trying to get signed, and then initially a little bit later down the line you switched to like indies the route, or how was it?
No, I mean, I think the goal is always to, if you want to look at it from a business model, the goal is always to be bought out. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that's indie is basically just a small mom and pops. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just, you know, it's an analogy, but like right now, if you just if I'm selling water, I want to be bought out by vitamin water eventually.
Right.
My water is going to be real exclusive. It's going to be different. It's going to have a little twist, a little lime to it. You feel what I'm saying? A little lime to it. Yeah. But the goal is the music should be underground and as true to yourself as possible. But you always, as an artist, you always want as many people to hear it as possible. And you don't want to be dead and in the grave before people are like, yeah, that nigga was hard, though.
Yeah,
I don't want that.
Right.
Yeah,
No, for real.
I want to be celebrated while I'm alive, and the artistry to be celebrated live. But that's really the goal. And like I said, it's a balance. You know what I'm saying? I'm hoping to push to be at the forefront so there's 10 more F.Y.Is that I could pull up. You know what I'm saying? Because for every one F.Y.I right now, as it seems, in the game, there's about 25, you know, niggas that be shooting everybody up. So it's just a little balance. We just trying to get a little balance. That's all. That's all. All love. West Coast.
No, seriously.
Yeah.
So it's been so many different things going on in hip hop. So like with 6ix9ine, that like how
I was
did he?
just gonna say something like that.
Were you?
Get out of my mind. I was gonna basically just ask, do you feel like integrity is important within rap? And you just basically, I'm sick of her.
Is she over here still in lines and questions?
We literally have this
telepathic
thing going on. Like we're hella in tune. I can't.
I don't know.
That's what's up.
So like, okay, perfect. Like, how do you feel? Because you seem to be one of like morals. And you wouldn't do a person wrong if you didn't have to. You know, like you give off those vibes. So like with situations like the 6ix9ine snitching and like what's his name, YNM Melly or whatever his name is, going to jail for killing his friend. Like, how do those things make you feel? And how do that kind of stuff make you feel?
I mean, once again, as Brother LaRon was talking about, I think it's key for people to research, to read, to educate themselves. Yeah. And I don't want to be a conspiracy theorist. Sometimes not everything is a conspiracy.
Right.
Sometimes
it is what it is.
It is what it is. It's individual people's actions, them having to take responsibility. So I'm not going to speak on those particular men's issues because that's not my thing. I really don't know what's going on with them. Right. And, you know, God bless them, and I hope that they can find themselves.
See, just a good person.
That is some positive things going on.
No, real talk. On another side, what I was saying about the education and stuff, hip hop and the music, rap music is still a microcosm of black life and the black community.
Right.
So, unfortunately, there are still gatekeepers, button pushers, and the people that that what they doing is they putting out trinkets to ghetto kids that don't have a lot, and that may not even have done whatever they were doing prior to being the rapper, you know, whoever this image that they made, and then once they do that, and you know they being silly for the camera and throwing the money and the marketing, they throw more fire on the fuel. Yeah. So these people are destroying themselves, and that's something that really has a lot more to do with racism and in the society we live in. Yeah, more so emotional than the artists themselves. And I'm not saying every label is like that, or every executive or every person within those structures not care about the artist. But ultimately,
if you did care, you wouldn't allow them to smut
but
your
it's
name.
still you know, a lot of the fan base that makes hip hop big as it is, as well as the people that are able to funnel and distribute it, they're still far removed from Leimert Park. They far removed from Crenshaw. They far removed from Mid City, LA, which I represent. They far removed from the places where the talent comes from. Right. So it's cool on stage, and then, you know, if you go destroy yourself, that's not my problem. I already paid you, so you know, whatever. So, you know,
you're the
big
product.
The artists that still are moving like bosses, that you really don't see that as much as if you were, you know, with Jay, Rock Nation or something. They know, they know what they're going to do and groom their artists. So, you know, F.Y.I should be on Rock Nation.
I agree. Rock Nation, sign him.
Why did I hear
He's intelligent.
I heard that when people sign with Jay-Z, it go all bad. I heard somebody just told me that today. Like,
it just depends on certain artists.
That today. Right, like, so maybe you want to go with QC, the label down in the South. Maybe they...
Well, you know, like I said, either way, right now, Bounze Houze,
period.
It's out now. It's out now. High Vibrations is a single on there. Real Nigga Calls. It's all good music.
What's the name of the songs that the ladies would like that you said?
What I'm saying is all the tracks.
All of them.
6 records. It's an EP. Every single song. The first song off the album is Glowisha.
Ooh.
And
Glowisha,
yeah. So
that should be your next caption.
I think y'all should. Y'all vibe for that. Y'all vibe off
Glowisha.
Okay, y'all. So while we continue with the interview, we have a phone call. Calling you on the air with the only hip hop show with me, myself, Aisha Nubian, Finance KK. We have F.Y.I. in the building. What's your name? Where you calling from?
It's Chubbs. Los Angeles. What's up, y'all?
Hey, Chubbs.
What's up, Chubbs?
I'm just, me just chiming in.
Okay.
Supporting.
Okay. Thank you for calling us, friend. How your Sunday going? You chilling? Everything going good?
Everything good. I'm just rain and shut in. That's all.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I hate the rain.
You Rona free, friend? Are you Corona free?
Oh, I'm Corona free, man.
Says who? You are CDC.
If I do got the Corona, I got it from hanging. Oh, no.
Right.
Got the Rona.
Well, you know what, Chubbs? Thank you for calling. Thank you for supporting, giving your word and staying true to your word and calling us up. And make sure you check out Bounze Houze by my boy F.Y.I.
I want to do this every time you say Bounze Houze.
Bounze Houze.
Most definitely.
Okay, Chubbs. Thank you so much, friend.
All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Love y'all.
Love you too. That was awesome.
That is good. I feel like we have more support now.
Definitely.
Another call.
Another
call. Okay, y'all calling in.
323-3375. No, look. So while he figures out who that caller is, what are some inspirations for you when going into the studio? Like, do you need the dro? Do you need the ladies? Mm-hmm. Do you need the entourage? Like, what's some inspiration for you?
Or you just like your solo shit where you can think and meditate?
It's usually just my engineer and me. And we just working. I need the beat. I need my lyrics and my creativity. And
what sign are you?
That's really about it. I'm a Gemini. I'm a June baby.
Oh my God.
That's pretty much.
You know what?
It.
I was feeling you up until you said that.
Oh, here we go.
Because
my brother is a Gemini and his name is Michael, right? Michael's cool, but wait until you meet Milton. That man is Milton, whole nother story. This is just the this is
only.
You know what? On that note, we got another phone call. Calling you on the air with the only hip hop show. We got F.Y.I. in the building. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What up? This is No Sads. I'm calling from Ontario. What up, F.Y.I., my brother?
Yo, what up, No Sads? What's poppin' with you, my nigga?
Man, chilling, bro. You know how to call and, show some love.
I appreciate that. Tell them to play Real Nigga Calls on the only hip hop show.
Yeah, and I definitely appreciate you for having me on that joint. Bounze Houze is banging. Everybody need to go grab that. Show the homie some love. F.Y.I. in the building.
Yeah. I appreciate that, bro.
We love
appreciate that. Much love.
Much respect.
For sure. Y'all have a good one.
You too. Thanks for calling.
Peace.
It's going up.
That's
this Sunday.
Nice.
It was that prayer. You sent us some going up vibes.
Hey, I got the prayers on there.
It's going up. Well, you know what? You do have a very simple Instagram, but just to say it again, I want everybody to follow you.
Yeah.
So let everybody know how they can find you. Excuse me, where they can find you.
Yeah, so hit me up, www.fypsalms.com. And then also I'm on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, YouTube, F.Y.I. Psalms.
So on all platforms.
All platforms.
FYI.
But if you hit up the website, fypsalms.com, you'll be able to find me. Go get Bounze Houze.
Go get Bounze Houze.
You know what I'm saying? Gloisha, Real
Gloisha.
Nigga Calls, Bad Boy,
You
Bad
need me on that
Girl,
part too. I need to
all that. It's out now. Go get that. And once again, if you buy the album or buy a piece of merch, you will be able to get an exclusive link to a short film inspired by the album.
That's
nice.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
Check it
what's
out.
up.
Check it out.
That's dope.
And
You know what?
I got gifts for y'all too.
I love gifts. I told you.
Y'all is funny. Y'all is funny. Yeah,
What
no,
you
we got I got just like hard copies of my other previous projects.
Okay.
Yeah.
I want to
so-
hear it. I want to hear it.
Yeah.
Well, it's ours.
Yeah, but we trying to get LaRon to play Bounze Houze right now. for
Right.
the-
You
I
know
think
what?
it's a caller. It sounds like a caller,
though.
Whoa,
Here.
Pause.
Oh,
Pause. We have another caller.
We got
Oh,
another
dang.
caller?
the caller,
Calling you on the
okay.
air with the only hip hop show. Our special guest is F.Y.I. What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, y'all? This is Ian Burke calling from Atlanta, Georgia. Want to send a shout out to Psalm.
That's what's up.
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Where you calling from?
Ian Burke.
Oh, what's up, Ian? What's poppin' with you, bro? I appreciate it.
Yeah, I just wanted to show my support. So I'm sitting here watching on my phone, watching the interview. So I just wanted to, show my support.
No, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Atlanta, always ATL.
Yes.
I
I love
appreciate
Atlanta.
that.
Yes.
That was it.
All right.
All right.
Much
Thanks
love,
for
boss
calling.
man.
Appreciate
Peace.
Y'all take care.
You
Peace,
too. Thank
peace,
you.
peace.
I'm on my way to Atlanta. I can't wait.
Yeah.
All right,
You know
so
what? Here's the thing. Let me go ahead and take this way. It's funny that, FYI, this is not your first time here, you know what I mean? But this is your first time here at Morris Media Studios.
Yes,
We was
sir.
at Morris Media Studio, RMC, and, I'm going to play a clip that during the interview in 2016, with the only hip hop squad at the time. So check this out while we're
All right.
talking real quick. As you can see,
What's going on, world? This is FYI.
That's a nasty windbreaker, bro.
Right.
Thanks.
I'm over here like, hold up.
Yeah, I was
Another
scoping it
thing
too.
for Nike, man. My bad.
shout out to Dane
Nike's-
Diesel,
Nike's Yeah.
Sean
They
Argus,
ain't cut me no checks yet.
No
but
checks.
DJ
I'll
I,
still rock it.
They
I'll
giving
still
them
rock
away
it.
anyway.
Yeah.
Cousin
let
P.
me jump right into it, man, because right after you perform, bro,
Yeah.
Performing is a better way, I think, to really paint that picture. Outside of dropping the song, putting all your lyrics into it, I saw you perform, bro, and you said every word perfectly. Not only did you say them, what you say, barific?
Barific.
It was barific. Then that inspired me to spend time with you outside of here, bro.
Okay.
I listened to you. I can say every song I listened to, bro, it was actually quality. It was actually substance. And me being an artist myself, I know what it takes to
Word.
have that wordplay to be there. Not only the wordplay be there, but actually mean something to the
Right,
context
right.
of the song.
Word.
So again, FYI, it doesn't change your name at all. It does not shortchange the talent. So I want to thank you, man, on behalf of the squad, on behalf of my ears as a fan, bro. Thank you for doing what
I
needs to be
appreciate it.
done, God. You
Appreciate
the
it.
one.
I
Respect.
appreciate it. Thank you very much. Thank you
All
very
day.
much.
yeah.
So you got a new project that you recently dropped that we was, like you said, we had a fortunate opportunity to check out. So,
Yeah.
and Benny Green, man.
Yeah,
Talk to us about that.
It's actually the title is called F.Y.I. Invented Green, and just pretty much it's just an EP that I wanted to put out just to keep the streets warm. I put out a tape last year called Age, Sex, Location, and that was cool.
OG Hillwell Day.
Yeah. And then prior to that, I had a record out called Yo, the Place You'll Go. So just being consistent, you know, every season dropping something new. And just being out there warming up the streets and already cooking. I'm always cooking, but this is the project right now that I'm rocking with, or album, I should say.
All right. That was a throwback Sunday, you know what I'm saying? Well, on Tuesday night. That was aired on Tuesday night. And you notice that I wasn't on the video, you know what I mean? I wasn't in the interview, but I was there operating the show. I'm going to tell you why I wasn't on the air that night. You know, it's just sometimes I just wasn't myself, you know what I mean?
Why wasn't you on the air that night, LP?
I'm about to tell y'all. I wasn't myself, you know what I mean? It was just more like I'm most focused, and plus I'm most focused on the content itself with the interviews and all that. That's why I've been seen around 2015 to 2016 on a lot of episodes, you know what I mean? But shout out to Dane Diesel and Sean Argus, you know, DJ I for holding it down for the Only Hip Hop Squad, you know what I mean? Yeah, so let's go ahead and take this phone call real quick.
Oh.
Caller, you on the air with the Only Hip Hop Show with
How do
F.Y.I.
you send the number? I'm trying to send the number.
Caller, you on the air with the Only Hip Hop Show with F.Y.I. What's your name? Where you calling from? Hello? Caller?
Yes, I'm here.
Yeah, we on the air with the Only Hip Hop Show with F.Y.I. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This Mr. Mercy calling from Compton.
Mr. Murphy calling from Compton.
Compton in the house.
Hey.
What's happening, FYI? Mr. Mercy, what's happening?
Yo, what's poppin' with you, bro? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
It's Mr. Mercy.
I know, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for calling. You like your Bounze House? Are you bumping it?
Yeah, all the time, man.
What's your favorite song on there?
All day.
What's your favorite song?
Oh, the line's going crazy.
Another call.
All right, Mr. Murphy,
All right,
thank you for calling in.
Compton in the house.
Easy.
Hey.
Who's this?
Okay.
The phone is ringing.
It's because of you.
Shout out to
Well,
the
thank
support.
you.
We got it going up in here.
Humans in the house today, FY.
Humans in the house. All right, well, you know what? LP, are we getting that last call?
I don't know, but I'm waiting. Nope.
Okay.
All right, so
What do we have here?
So, like I said, I wanted to bring in some hard copies from my previous projects. So this is Yo, the Places You'll Go. It came out first as Ab Soul on it from TDE.
Hey.
So that's the first project. This is an album. So this is like 15 cuts actually.
Okay.
Then this came out second. It's called Age, Sex, Location.
That one looks really interesting.
It's an EP and it got 6 records on it. It's produced mainly by Dual Output, who did all the production on Bounze House, but also has a producer slash artist named Sir John Lee on a bonus cut that's on this album. He's from Compton, and he's on here too as well. And then this album came out in 2017. It's called America Black. This is also an album. It's like 12 cuts, and it's pretty much produced by Sir John Lee from Compton as well. Quarter Wolves Camp, and this is a good.
Does he have a
good
rope
tape
around
too.
his neck?
Yeah, it's called America Black.
Okay.
But yeah, so those are the albums. So whichever album cover y'all like or y'all want, y'all can get. I see she taking the Age, Sex, Location. You want America Black? Yeah. All right, so LaRon, you got the Yo, the Place You'll Go, and then obviously Bounze House. It's out now for y'all.
Appreciate you, man. Real quick before we get up out of here, we have one more caller.
One more caller.
We have caller, you on the air with the Only Hip Hop Show. We have FYI in the building. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This is Summer. I'm calling from Cerrito.
Okay, shout out to Cerrito.
What's up, Summer?
Cousin.
How you doing? I love
good.
you.
I love you too. I have to call and give my love to you.
All right, I
I'm
appreciate
proud
that.
of you.
I appreciate that. Tell Boog I said what's up.
I sure will, baby. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Peace.
Bye-bye.
Aw.
That was
super cute.
Yeah, no, that was dope.
Cuzzo calling in. Okay, so
All right, so I guess it is what it is. Well, this has been an interview. I want to appreciate F.Y.I. Stopping by to the Only Hip Hop Show to chop it up with us. You know,
Thank you. I appreciate y'all having me.
Yeah, most
Real
definitely.
talk.
Yes.
And then we got we didn't get the hip hop facts, but we did have the do your research segment. I'm actually gonna say do your research by LP segment on one of them on the weeks or so. You know what I mean? And we have the hottest trending topics, and then we got the health topics with Finance KK and Aisha Nubian, you know what I'm saying? Thank you for callers for calling in. Thank you for people for tuning in, you know what I'm saying? And this has been the Only Hip Hop Show, and I am LaRon Pierce. We have Finance KK and Aisha Nubian. Have a good night.